Hey y'all, so this week we're going to practice showing space again by doing another landscape. So this week we're going to make a pumpkin patch for our landscape. You're going to use some of the things you've learned last week. So there's 3 things I want you to keep in mind. One is overlapping. So if something is in front of something else, you don't see the entire thing. You can't see this whole hand because it's behind this one. So that would be overlapping. One other thing you want to keep in mind is size. So when things are close, they look really big, and when things are far away, they look a lot smaller. The last thing I want you to keep in mind is placement. When you put things close to the bottom of the page, they're closer to you. And when you put things farther up the page, they're farther away from you. So keep these three things in mind: overlap, size, and placement while making your pumpkin patch. Now continue watching this video to learn how to do your assignment.
So in sea salt, I have already given you in landscape, and we just need to add the pumpkins. You can color it first. If you would like to color it, use the highlighter tool. The highlighter tool will color over top of the black lines so you can still see them. And if you double tap the highlighter tool, it'll bring up the sizes. And if you're trying to color in a big area, you may want to choose a big size. But if you're trying to get fine little details, you might want to choose a smaller size. I'm going a little faster than I normally would, so you don't have to wait for me to color the whole thing in before watching this video. But if you're doing this, I want you to really take your time and make sure you try and stay inside the lines. You can also try mixing colors with the highlighter tool. Now we are going to add our pumpkins. Click on the 3 little dots on the left-hand side, Shapes, and then select the circle. Tap on the circle that just popped up and the shapes will go away. Now you can change the color and the size of your pumpkin. If you're making a bigger pumpkin, move it to the bottom of your screen. To add another pumpkin, you can click on the 3 little dots, Shapes, and select the circle to repeat the process. I want you to put pumpkins all over this pumpkin patch, and if they're far away from you, make sure to make them smaller. Also move them farther off the page or closer to the barn. I'm going to decorate my pumpkins, and I want to show you a trick I found. You can click on the magnifying glass at the top of the page, and you can zoom in or zoom out by clicking the plus and minus keys. And you can move around the screen. That way you can get the fine detail and it's easier to see. I'm adding stems, leaves, vines, and the humps to my pumpkin to make it look more detailed. And when you're finished, just hit that green check mark.